Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the Alasiya Campaign. Last time, we crawled our way to 750 manpower and colonized the Alaminos territory, and before that, we conquered the northern lands of Lafitos, or Lapitos, I don't know exactly how it's pronounced. Either way, we now nearly control all of the East Alasiya region. All that remains is the territory of Tacoma, which we are working our way towards colonizing as well. Now, we have been trying to min-max our current population with training camps to speed this up as much as possible, and with the Borderlands policy over in Rialanza, but there's only so much we can do at the moment. I'm also working on getting some of my other provinces integrated as well. Things are progressing pretty well with Alasiya on the way there. Leo Petri does have pretty good pop assimilation. One more Freeman's actually about to assimilate right now, so that's good to see. Now, in terms of other goals right now, we do want to get a holy site up and running. I want to grab the holy site for Baal Hadad. Even though I'm not currently worshipping them, I do want to get the manpower recovery speed bonus increased a little bit, and securing the holy site would be quite nice for what will likely be our permanent Pantheon character. I guess I'll quickly double check and see if there's any alternatives I'd rather have permanently. Myrrh could be really good if we plan to do a lot of naval warfare, but against the AI, this is also 3% is kind of low. Reshef is also interesting. This could be really handy for AE management, but I think I have enough ways to manage AE other than tying up my Deity of War. No. Yam is interesting. I think I remember using Yam quite a bit in the Damaset campaign, but I don't think so. And then Kamish is what I had originally. I think this is pretty strong, but not as strong as Baal Hadad. And Not is also really good, but I think I need morale more than discipline. So yeah, I think I will stick with Baal Hadad as the best option of the set, which means the Baal Hadad holy site is definitely in the car. Sorry, there's the loudest traffic of all time outside my apartment right now. Every time I try to record, everyone's like, we gotta drive past his apartment right this second. He's recording, gotta do it now. That's how life goes, you know. Citizens euphoric. The patriotic citizens in Alasiya are ecstatic at our benevolent rule. Love to see that. In honor of our majesty, they have kindly raised a rather pitiful sum of gold, hoping to procure some political favors. We simply hadn't the heart to tell them that their gift was a trifle. I mean, I'll take 22.92 gold. That's, you know, like a year or 2 years of income. I think Foppy's being a little bit unreasonable. I think this is pretty nice of them, actually. Thank you. I appreciate it. Even if Foppy doesn't, I appreciate it. Oh well. Alright. I'll take it. And you know what this means? Possibly more slave micro. I think getting more wood for sale is good, because I think the AI will generally actually ask for wood. And we have a lot of wood that we can put for sale. Let's see here. Let's start with Arsos, because it has... Actually, no, it doesn't have... Oh, no, Arsos does have the most slaves currently. Let's see here. 17. So 17 minus 9. That is... local surplus would be... Would that be 8? Hold on. 17 minus 9. So that's 10, 9, 8. Yeah, so that's where we're getting 8. This is also 17, right? Yeah, it doesn't say anymore. So, what I can do... Actually, hold on. If I just move 8 slaves in here, that wouldn't do anything for now. Let me... You know what I should do, actually? I should probably have done this before. Let me disallow promotion around here. And... Well, hold on. Yeah, let's do that for now. Yeah, let's do that for now, actually. These guys could maybe move to the city. That'd be kind of nice. Yeah, let's do that for now. Okay. free. That's fine. Ooh, Uroa. Going kind of crazy over here. Okay. You have another... It seems like another... what are they called? The nation that was over here. Gutium. Another Gutium situation on our hands here. We have a steppe kingdom. Interesting. Tech is looking actually pretty solid. Yeah, this is not looking too bad. We're at 65 stability. I'd love to see that. That's also improving our research quite a bit. All right, things are looking pretty solid in the kingdom right now. Not gonna lie. We could go to war with Kira at will, but again, I want to wait until I have more claims to work with. And if we don't get Matter of West Alasiya as our next mission, I don't really know how that will change my plans, as I still need to continue to get my island under control. Prosperity? Under the guidance of Kurzny Belthanother, Alasiya has gone from strength to strength. Some of our advisors are recommending the institution of a new tax in order that the national treasury might share in this prosperous era. Yes, let's keep the national tax bonus going. He'll lose some popularity. That's actually probably for the best. I don't want him to be too popular. Keep the tax rate up. Yeah, that made a big difference. Holy crap. Oof. Sheesh. All right. Love to see that. Let's see here. I can almost get the full value. Once I can get the full value, I think getting Triumphal Coins would be really valuable. Triumphal Coins, then what else? I could also get Census data. That could be really strong. And I'm so far away from all the good stuff. Hierarchy responsibilities would get me contract laws. Also more dip range so I can reach more trade goods. Would be quite nice. Let me remind myself what the contract laws are in Bronze Age. Okay, so reduced wages, governor wage. This could actually be kind of nice, although I don't think I have super high wages at the moment. I could be a bit more liberal with free hands if I have reduced wages, but it's probably better to still keep at it the way that I've been. Yeah, sadly, we're just kind of stuck right now waiting for manpower. That's the Bronze Age experience, sadly. It is what it is. Ebla would actually... it looks like Larke died of dysentery. Rest in peace. Ebla would actually ally with me, which is very interesting. They have a bunch of subjects. Let's see, they got Halab, Sarakib, Hermesh, and who else? Tuba. Interesting. Is an Ebla alliance a good idea for me? This wouldn't really give me any strategic benefits right now, but it would be kind of nice to befriend a powerful Canaanite mainlander. I have a couple options of who that could be. The big benefit of an Ebla alliance is they offer a strong counter to Ugarit, who I anticipate may be one of my first mainland targets. Especially because they seem to be a little bit more focused on Navy, though it's a little hard to tell because in Imperator Rome, the AI almost never focuses on Navy. But Ugarit also has some really good resources, if I remember. They have a lot of cedar. Actually, a lot of the cedar's down here, so never mind. I have misremembered. But they also have a lot of wood. I don't know. It would make sense to expand in the mainland in the Canaanite area, obviously. So yeah, I think Ugarit is a pretty smart landing spot, if anything. The Ugarit region, at least, is in a really good location for me. Yeah, if I'm looking further north, what's this place called? The Mucus region? The Mucus region is split between Canaanite and Hurrian. And if I can just avoid dealing with religious conversion stuff, that would probably be better. Yeah, this is also mostly... I mean, it's all non-Alasian, so whether it's Ugaritic or Canaanite culture, either way is the same. Yeah, I think Ugarit is probably my first target. So an Ebla alliance could be interesting, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We still need to build a navy first, and also continue focusing on our island. Yeah, that is the way of it. Let me remind myself, actually, where's all the tin located? So there's tin up here with Padawanda, obviously. And tin is so hard to see. There's tin over here, way in the corner at Oricon. There's tin over here with Kylene. Come on, please let me just see it. It's so hard to see. Is there any more tin anywhere on this planet? Not much. If I'm able to get more of the tin, I think I unlock a decision to try to establish tin monopoly, which is really strong. I could go over here, possibly fight. Well, at this point, it'd probably be Tarsa is who, you know, take that over. It's a little out of my range at the moment. Long term, though, I will try to control that area. Well, we'll see. Don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here. That's kind of my way. All right. Let's see here. What do I want to build next? I think a... Let's see. Yeah, a training camp here would be super nice, but again, we just don't have the room at the moment. Where's our copper around here? We only have a little bit over here. Let's get some copper mines going. Oh, hold on. We have... Oh, Land of Copper. I didn't even notice this. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. 40% pop capacity, extra copper base, slaves needed reduction, slave output 30%. Holy crap. Folks, it's time to mine some copper. Now, I think I yearn for the mines. Look at this. We can get so much copper here. Holy crap. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we can get a lot of copper over here. Alright, let's get some copper mines going. Was this 151 per mine? That is a huge priority, absolutely. Alright. What are we gonna need here? Slaves needed -5. So that's gonna be 9 per. Okay. Let's get some slaves moved over. Actually, no, let's get the mine first, and then we'll start moving slaves over. Alright, that's the next money goal, for sure. But then again, saving up for the holy site is something I don't want to get behind on. Mavaraki is claiming Akna. Alright, that's fine. If they want to actually declare, hey, go for it. You know, I'll take it. I'll take a free conquest into East Alasiya. Works for me if you want to do that. I would be much obliged, actually. Alright, July 803, come on. Just, I can't, I really just can't do anything. You know, this is the Bronze Age experience. These random uncolonized territories just obliterate the pacing of the early game. You know, it is what it is. You know, you gotta love it. It's the trade-off, but we're getting there. We're doing the best we can to min-max as we go. How's my integration going? Pretty good. We're getting there. All right. Let's just save our PI for now. Pirate lair. It's come to our attention that a pirate lair has sprung up in Alasiya. The local merchants and traders clamor for us to root out these pirates so that their trade ships can continue to sail along our shores unmolested. We're getting this event again, basically. I mean, if I'm actually going to get like 500% or whatever, I think that's a glitch. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. It's kind of worth considering, but I think I want to let this stay here. Yeah, let's leave it here. 805, And then what's our cooldown on this? 99. Okay. Also, my son should be coming of age fairly soon. He's 13 right now. Stats are looking promising, but not amazing. How's his sister looking? Finesse and Charisma are looking a bit better on her, but worse Martial and Zeal. Bountiful Harvest. Word has arrived that this year's harvest was especially good in the territory of Salamis. I would rather have 3 stability. Yep. Looks good. Although the money actually would have been terrible to have right there. Alright, come on. We're almost there. Just gotta get a little bit more manpower and we can finally get to Como. This will give me popularity, and then I can get Triumph. And then I'll finish the mission then. I'm not going to try to get 2 copper when I have no trade slots right now. That's so much PI to get those trade slots for not that much return. You know, let me actually do something. Let me reorganize my trade, because I probably can reach a little bit more now. So let's see what we can get while I'm thinking about trade. No, I think I don't actually need to know when we end a trade route, because I will be aware of that. Okay. We do have double livestock already, and we have double grain already, and we've got double wood already. So let's get double fish. We can now get that. Let's get it from Samaria and Philistia. Okay, extra freeman happiness. That should help our manpower a little bit as well. Can we really not reach more than this? All right, we can get 1 copy of earthenware. Okay, good. Samarian earthenware, that's going to give us freeman output. That's excellent. All right, what else? Ooh, double fruit, yes. All right, fruit from Evla and fruit from Philistia. That is actually a good set of improvements there. Yeah, I'm happy I changed that. Yeah, 20 manpower now. Nice. And we have the loyalty providing fruit. So Samaria and Philistia may come to blows. They are next to each other. We'll see. Yeah, I think an Ebla alliance is an interesting idea. Certainly worth contemplating. Okay. With so much stability, I could also change some of my gods. While I'm waiting, let me go to speed 2 actually, so it's not too fast. Bull, I think, is a permanent guy here for the PI bonus. Although Melkart is really good. Eshmoon is also really good. Oh, these guys are all so good. Right? Maybe someone else who gets a bit more even. Let's see. Kothar wa Kassis. Shalem is okay. L is okay. Actually, L is really good now that I think about it with that omen. Molech is okay. Yeah, Kothar wa Kassis will be good late game. Nah, I think everyone's pretty much fine as they are. Where do we have non-Canaanites? Hold on. I do not know where we have non-Canaanites. That's interesting. Alright. Almost there. Yeah, we're definitely going for triumphal coins. We're going to need that to power through all this other colonization we're going to have to do for the matter of West Alasiya mission that's ahead of us here. Stockpile disappears. It has come to our attention that a substantial amount of the state food stockpiles of the province of Alasiya have seemingly disappeared overnight. The whereabouts of the supplies are still debated. Some claim a group of assertive merchants swindled an incompetent clerk. Others that a vengeful god spirited them away in anger. In any case, the reserves are severely diminished. We can always grow more. Alasiya can't lose loyalty, so this is a completely free outcome there. Just don't go like this. We're getting there. Yeah, these guys are all slaves. Sorry, I'm in the loudest apartment, apparently. Alright, we get this Embrace Piracy event again. I'm going to go for Pirate Free State for another 60 months. Alright, Velche has recovered from his inflammation. Excellent. That's what I like to see. And you know what? Let me actually go ahead and increase pay. No, not yet, not yet. I will turn fort maintenance back on, though. I'm going to prepare for war with the Westerners. I think that is on the table again. All right. Velche is nearly of age. Pious and good-natured. Okay. And then when was this running out? April of 99. Okay. So, after this monthly tick, the wait will finally be over. Sorry for the pace of this situation here. Hapre and Raku have married. Alright, sure. Okay. Yes, that is all of the region finally ours. This is base metals. Alright. This will give us loyalty over in Venus, and it will give us popularity for Fapi and Triumph. Let's go ahead and grab this now. Finish the mission. Alright, perfect. Matter of West Alasiya. Here we go. Consult the court. Philia, Calabasas, and Amorosa in 1 year. Alright. Hold on. So Philia, Calabasas, and Amorous is over here. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, so we'll get that underway. So we actually do still have a year. I could go to war with Kira now. I think I will do that, actually. Raise the levy. Raise it here. We have 9 units now. No, we have 10 units now. Yep. We will go to war and then reorg while we're sieging. Declare war, take Philia. Here we go. And the reason I'm starting now is I think it'll take over a year to siege this, and then I'll get the claims while I'm sieging it. So I can then, what's the word? Kind of chain it into another war. All right, here we go. In you go. You can recover while you're sieging. Looks good. Then in a couple of months, we will spend our PI, 75 of our PI, on another divine another divine sacrifices. It has to have its debuff go away first. Okay. Let's go down to speed 2. I know speed 2 may be a little slow right now, but after so much waiting, I don't want to make any errors. All right, fortunately we're fortified up, so we don't need to worry too much. Unless they go through this little gap right here, in which case I will weep with, alright, I think it's time to weep. This is exactly what I didn't want to have happen. Is this their king? It is. Alright, here's the plan. This is one... Can they siege with just one unit? I think they might be able to. I'm sending 3 skirmishers to chase after them. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Okay, they're not thinking about it. But just in case, we're going to try to block them off a little bit here. Supply shortage. We've got the numbers who can do this pretty safely. Alright, they might be thinking about it again, but I should be able to catch them before they can do too much damage. Alright, good. They're not thinking about it now. They're getting kind of uncertain. Let's catch them over here in the forest. Not the best fight in the universe, but this should be fine. Supply shortage, good. Engage the enemy. Alright, stack wipe. Okay, I didn't expect a stack wipe, but I'll take it. Alright, back to the siege. That is cleared up there. Very good. Alright, I think, because it was April, we should be looking at probably May 1st. We can do Divine Sacrifices, so let's save up our PI for that. It'll be 75. Water shortage. Love to see that. Thank you. Alright. Did I get that on... What did I get that on? May 1st. Nice. I like it when it's on the exact day. Good. This will keep our stability nice and topped off there. Alright, can we get a lucky 21% progression win? No, water shortage, though, is pretty lucky. Double back-to-back water shortages is what I like to see. How's our consultation going? 1st of January. Alright. Now I think we save up PI for that holy site. No more delays. Gotta get that before someone else snags it. That would be irritating. Alright, that was a very, very fast siege. Siege of Kira, 162 days. Let's go ahead and gently loot. And that's actually the war concluded. That was faster than I was expecting, but I will take it. Well, we have to wait for this to all change control, so we'll give it a couple of days here. Friends in high places. We have another friendship situation with Petru. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, sue for peace. And I will take all of this. Kieran Philia to Alasiya. Alright, the Kieran Elite. Let's go ahead and imprison them. Yep. They've accepted her peace offer. Alright, I guess I will... Do I lower an raise? How far away am I? Yeah, I've still got a number of months. Let's lower Henry raise. Yeah, this is before anyways, so that's fine. Okay, so over here, should this remain the capital and a city? It is a fruit territory. Which has the port location? I think it must be this, Morphu. And Philia. There's the actual Philia territory. But it's a farmland. Or, I mean, it's a grain territory. So I think I'd rather have Morphu be the capital. But Kira could also be a capital. It's also not too close to Lapita, so I think I'll keep Kira. I'll keep it fortified for now. Let's assign a governor. What do we have? I think high finesse, low martial is the goal, so that they are leadable by the main stack. So we could bring in Kruthni, the family head. Probably not the best idea for a family head governor. Husi Ispus could be brought in. Slave output. and civ change. Okay. No loyalty traits either way. I could also bring over one of my other characters. I could have this guy, Lakeen, who has some statesmanship built up. I could replace him with something else. Let's replace him with Coolney Velthinothri so that my own family is grateful. Oh, she's crafty, though. Never mind. Let's bring in Husi Espa so that their family is grateful. And then I'll have him be the new governor. Slate outfit as well. Alright. He set it to acquisition. That's probably fine for now. Let's see. What do we have around here? Okay, we have a mine and a farm? What? Alright. Who decided to have a copper farm? Get the hell out of here. What do we need over here? 12? Really? With the mine? Is that true? Holy crap. Alright, 12 is what we need. Let's bring over... I don't really have enough population around here to do too much. Let's wait on that for now. And then, let's see. I think we're fine now. Okay, and then you... Loyalty should be fine. Skeptical isn't great, but it's fine. I could give him a nickname, but I don't think that's necessary. Yeah, I think this is fine. He's a lunatic. Ah, I did not notice that. You know, maybe I shouldn't make him the governor on second thought. How old's my son? 15? Maybe he could be... No, his finesse isn't amazing. Alright, change of plans. We're going to bring someone in who's not a lunatic. Alright, you know what? Kruthney, you can also 5% commerce. He's content. Okay, hold on. He's content and he's married into the royal family. Alright, Kruthney. 70 loyalty. I need you to not cause me problems. I know you're a family head governor. You may get some big ideas, but just keep it together. Let's trade out some of that copper. Let's decrease the pay. Maintenance can stay on for now because we're going to war in a couple of months. Untiring devotion. Nice. Stability is really high. Love to see it. Okay, so what are these going to require? This one is far away. Making gains. This gives me a claim on Akna. That's not very helpful. Then this one, I just get popularity. Alright, this one will require 2 colonizations. That's so much colonizing. Okay, so we need to colonize these 2. Great. Alright, and I also think... yeah, actually that's all fine. 4th of December. 4th of December, we'll raise and probably go to war with Mavraraki, just to get this all cleaned up. Although, hold on, they may... If I could wait for them to conquer this, that would be excellent. So maybe I go to war up here with Lapithos. I think I go to war with them instead. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I have a claim on them. No, I don't have a claim on them. Who do I have claims on? Oh, wait, I have no claims on anyone right now. What am I talking about? Let's get our head in the game here. What was it 50 PI for the holy site? I think it was. Yeah, let's save up for that. We're almost there. I'm worried I'll keep putting it off, and then I'll miss out on it. That would really suck. Pirate Lair. All right, we're getting this event again. Keep the pirate colony going. Pop growth is nice. Foppy gains silver tongued. Okay. interesting. Let me go ahead and favorite you so I can keep an eye on you. Becoming a demagogue. Okay. Alright, Velche. Let's go ahead and increase maintenance now. Before the tick. Down to speed 2. Alright, first things first. Let's continue to worship Ishara. Alright. Marriage between Veli Arnthi and Rufi Arnthna. Okay. The court speaks. Protect the weak of West Alasiya. Alright, looks like Velche also came of age. 5627. Not amazing. How's his sister looking? Let's consider our options. 3985. I mean, it's not. I mean, at 5 Marshal, I probably would have a different character lead over him when necessary. So, I think Raku's looking a little bit better, to be completely honest. The issue is, she's first in the list, so I think she may be considered the eldest. So that I could potentially disinherit him and have her take over. But I'm not even 100% sure that would happen. He's not terrible. What do we have? What options do we have? Not honestly a lot of options. Anina Velthanothri, who's one of his relatives, is the same age. She would lend him her marshal for the national effect, which would be helpful. But his charisma would still be really low. That might be okay, though. I think I'm managing my tyranny fine so far. It might be good just to get this in place. Let's get this going. Even if I do family marriage, that doesn't mean that I would actually marry him to his sister. In fact, that actually might be kind of a bad idea if I want her to be the new heir. Let's get him married to, let's presume this is a distant relative, Anina Velthanothri. A suitable match. After careful deliberation, assessment of potential spouses, and a great deal of research into various bloodlines and heritages, Velche summoned his aides and issued an offer of marriage to Anina of the Velthanothrian dynasty. The envoy reports that the young maiden almost swooned after receiving the news. Alright. Marriage has happened. How about for Raku? What do we have here? Uncaring. Freeman output is ruler. Commerce is ruler. Okay. Anyone who's not super old. What do we got? Got Tarchi Espus is ailing though. And Tursikini, or Tursikina Espus. This wouldn't really help her weaknesses though. A little bit of extra zeal, no extra martial. But that's assuming he's dysentery as well. Hopre Espus. All the Espus characters have just turned 16 at the same time. Laris Arnthna as well. It's not really any amazing matches here. Let's wait for now. Yeah, let's just wait for now. Civil Council, we're fine. Okay. And this is now done, which means we've got claims on Vuni, Papa, Kuklia, Mavaraki, and Lapithos. So basically everyone left on the island. That is good. Alright, who first is the question. Probably Lapithos, assuming that Irini is not under siege, which it doesn't seem to be. Are you under siege? No. Alright, let's get Lapithos cleared out, I think, and then we'll go to war with the other larger neighbors. Alright, raise them in Devera. And yeah, we'll just declare on Lapithos to take Philia. Alright, in we go. This should hopefully finish while we're sieging. Likely it will. Hold the line. Now that we have a supply train, that does help out quite a bit. Let me also fix this up. So, actually, no, let me swap the order, because Archer should probably shoot first. Okay. And other than that, what are we looking at here? 804. Yeah, I think we're good to go ahead and continue here. And continue saving up for a holy site as well. In we come. Fortress under siege. Nice, no port either, which is quite nice. This is not even a city, just a fortified capital farmland. Get these guys cleared out. I could possibly do 2 wars at once, but I don't think I want to overstretch myself. There's no need to take any insane risks like that. Also, I want to wait for Navroki to get this, so I can get it as well in the peace deal. That would be nice. Supply shortage, right off to a good start. We'll proceed at speed. What speed is this? Speed 3. Well, speed 2 is fine. No need to get too confident. Alright. Here comes the Tarsa Navy. Interesting. Breach. Alright, love to see that. But this is still a nearly full garrison. We're not going to do an assault. We'll wait. I would probably win at extreme losses, and then I'd chew through all my manpower instantly. So let's continue to wait. Almost there, just a few more months. I want to grab this holy site before anyone else can grab it. Supply shortage, nice. Alright, we've fallen a little bit, but, you know, that's fair enough. How is Ur doing? Oh, they're doing pretty good. Hennenesset and Wasset are both doing quite nicely as well. Bari is doing good. No surprises there. Ooh, Irakata is actually beating Ugarit pretty badly. That is a little surprising. Maybe I will miss my chance to fight Ugarit directly. That's fine. Supply shortage, nice. Alright, 1 more month. We'll be able to get our holy site in Alasiya constructed. They'll also give us a room for one of our relics, which will be quite nice. Okay, here we go. Holy site in the city of Alasiya. This will give us 10% local tax, 1 extra city building slot, migration attraction, and it will improve the bonuses of Baal Hadad, so extra manpower recovery speed and extra morale of armies on Omen. There we go. Temple of Baal Hadad in Alasiya. We can put the 5% state religion happiness, a Cypriot figurine representing a deity, and the bones of a god, 10% freeman output locally. Found in a cave, the finders believe that the bones are of a deity long dead. Very nice. Okay, good stuff. And with the extra building slot, we can also build something additional once it updates, which I think it will next month. Yeah. Supply shortage, very nice. Okay. There's my city building slot. But I don't have any money, so we gotta wait for that. That's fine. Embrace piracy. Alright, let's keep the pop growth and commerce going. Defender's dessert. Very nice. Alright, she's pregnant already. We shall see how that works out. I really should get her married as well. We'll wait and see. Just trying to befriend this other guy. Okay. Incendiary slave speaks in Turcomo. A hot-headed slave with a talent for oration by the name of Aninus has been stirring up his fellow bondsmen in the settlement of Turcomo. The local authorities have so far managed to keep the situation under control, but the brazen fool continues to hold forth on the corruption and unfairness of the political system, with Fapi the First villain author receiving honorable mentions. The slave population of the entire province of Alasiya has by now heard of his exploits, and the city elites and slave owners are demanding immediate action to ensure the status quo is not disturbed further, and any slave rebellion is crushed before it can be allowed to ferment. This would kill a slave. Province would reduce slave happiness. That would be fine. Tyranny is not the end of the world, but it would be annoying. I do not want this guy to be doing stuff. I think I'd rather gain... I can move another slave in to replace the one that I kill. Yeah, let's do this. I don't love the tyranny gain, but I don't want the output reduction either, to be honest. Yeah, let's go for this. Round up the troublemaker and his supporters and crucify them. Move one more slave in from here. There we go. Don't interrupt my wood trade, please. Sacking of Irini. It's fine, gentle looting. It's probably not a very big province as it is. Oh yeah, really not that big. Okay, so while this is changing control, I think I may just go to war with Vuni because I'm here. Assuming this is not under siege right now, which doesn't appear to be. Yeah. I think we just go for it, honestly. Let's declare war to take Philia, because that's the one that's right here. Alright, just keep the momentum going. You have to start another big siege right over here, but that's fine. And then once this is taken, I will probably defortify... Well, actually not quite, because we're going to be still potentially dealing with danger, but Kira can be defortified in a little bit. Fortress under siege. Alright. Here we go. Let me find a husband for my daughter. I want to get her linked up with somebody. You know what? This guy here, with his super high loyalty, he's nefarious though. Yeah, maybe not him. 60 corruption? Holy shit, okay. Selfish. Okay, which family do I want to get more loyalty with? I think so far I don't really have any issues with any of them. We just have a bunch of these Espus boys that are all 16 and like available. I could have her marry with the Atalinus family, get some additional loyalty with them. Raz will be coming of age pretty soon, 1st of December. Let's wait and see how he turns out. Loyalty, reduced loyalty, so it's kind of even. He could be an okay officer in the future. I just want to get her married to someone. Yeah, I don't think she's going to end up being the ruler. I think this is fun. I want to get closer ties with this new, smaller family, because I may have less opportunities to assign them to positions, so they could have loyalty problems. Let me bring in Araz Atalinas as her new spouse. A suitable match. Alright, so they want... Yeah, so they're fine. Let me go ahead and get this set up here. Alright. Meet your new husband, Araz Atalinas. Alright. My children are married. Love to see it. So now it actually may make sense for me to specifically not get familial marriage so I don't change who the successor is unexpectedly. I suppose we shall see. What was that? I think that was supply shortage. I was not paying attention. It's 804. Yep. Mediation. An argument has been furiously raging between Fulu Atalinas and Mutun Espui. This is my marshal and one of the women in my court. The gist of the matter involves a sizable quantity of wealth, with each claimant certain they are the rightful owner. They've agreed to let me decide the issue. So I could befriend either of them, or I could divide the money and gain some popularity. I think I'll gain a little bit of popularity. I don't think I need to be friends with my marshal. And how many? I do have 2 more friend slots, but let's keep it. I befriend... Hold on. Was Kruthny my rival the whole time? Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. Insane misplay. Being the rival of my governor is such a bad idea. He is pretty loyal, but definitely not great. Let's see. Where's the remove rival thing? Is it over here? Yeah, remove rival, okay. Yeah, this is probably worth going for. That's annoying. He is on the older side, but I don't need rival events screwing me up. Alright. Ugrit is bouncing back. Good to see. Supply shortage. Very nice. Has the Arnthi was murdered. She was the high priest. Oh my gosh. What? That sucks. I really liked her as my high priest. Okay, murder. We've been informed that the Arnthi was found brutally murdered in her home. The investigators have reported that a wicked pike was used in the crime, a device known to be favored by Phasthi Velthanothri, my researcher. Okay. I am not going to just assume it was her. We're powerless to act. That is crazy. Alright, who's going to be my new high priest? I think Pulia should be my new high priest. I'm going to swap her with somebody who can build up some statesmanship. Like Likin Espus. Let's bring him back in. And make her the high priest. There we go, 21% omen power. That's a lot of pop simulation right there. Crazy work. Pirate lair. Yep, keep it going. I know about that. This is fine. I should actually be able to get a colonization going in a couple of months. Well, in a year, maybe. Maybe not a couple of months. That'll be good. Alright. Also, what is my mission structure looking like? This one is going to be next, I think. Yeah. Definitely that one. food shortage. Very nice. We're also approaching that magical moment when we can get our first set of techs. July of 803. Yeah. Ooh, also, these guys won their war. That's perfect. So I can now attack them and get the most value possible. If they could just colonize some of the stuff around them, that'd also be excellent, but can't rely on the AI to do something that nice for me. Oh well. Sacking of Morphu. Gentle looting, please. Alright, now, I think we just go straight for Vuni. There's an additional siege at Omarosa, but Vuni is next, so let's head on over there. Food is looking pretty solid, so it should be fine. Oh, what do we have here? Alright. Nothing to worry about there. We also unfavored him. Fortress under siege, that's fine. Let that continue. Could split up and do 2 wars at once, but I don't think that is the best idea. Really pushing it at that amount. The good thing is that there's so few people left, they're all going to be in conflict with each other, so no more risk of alliance networks screwing me up. How's my assimilation going? Alasiya's almost there. Generally my rule is sort of 80-85% is where I would swap it off. I could get a lot of manpower from Alasiya if I swap this to Borderlands. It's so fast as well. Let's give it maybe a few more years, then we'll swap it over. Oh, I completely forgot to actually finish this war. Oh my gosh. Sue for peace, grab this. Yes. Alright. I think I also have some prisoners that I already had. Okay, so this fort does not need to stay. And otherwise, I think we're looking fine. Plantation for bricks. We may destroy that. But what I will do is go into my character list and sell off the prisoners. Plenty of tyranny room. Work our way through the list. I wish there was a button I could sell all of them at a certain amount, but that is not an option at the moment. Sell you. You as well. You can go free. You. And you. And you. And you. That should be everybody. Good. Now with the extra money, what do I want to use it for? Probably a building in Alasiya. Let's see, what do we want to build here exactly? Okay, scribe school requires writing 2. That's right. Palace requires palatial developments. Peacekeepers would give us more civ level. Most of these things would give us more civ level. Workshop. Extra saffron could be nice. But slave desired ratio, maybe not so nice. Bazaar. I actually wouldn't mind a bazaar here. That could be quite good. Shipyards. Okay. I mean, I could build the theater here. It does give us some good happiness bonuses. Harbor. That could be good too. I think probably a bazaar would be the best thing to build here for more citizen desire ratio. Let me save my money for now. I could build another holy site, actually. Do I dare? That's a little ambitious. But I could get a holy site at Rialanza. Rialanza is probably my strongest other Encomi city. It doesn't even have a port, though. Actually, if I build a holy site, then I could build a port, because it would have another. Yeah, I think that might not be a bad idea. It's not on the farm. It's not on a river, but it would have a port anyway, so it wouldn't matter. Yeah, I think we should prioritize that, to be honest. This does have one noble. Yeah, I think let's get a holy site in Rialanza next. I can't believe I'm actually getting another holy site this quick, but I think it makes sense. And I think we should get the holy site for Ishara at Rialanza. Yeah, I think that is the way to do it. Let's really secure the holy sites while we can. Alright, Defender's Dessert. Nice. Let's see what we get here. Here comes their army. Nothing to worry about, though. Okay. How's my kids doing? Oh, she's pregnant. All right, and she's a founder. Nice. Marriage. Laris Arnthna and Coolney Arnthny have married. All right. We also got Kire Arnthna and Fosti Arnthny marrying as well. Lots of intermarriages with, or intramarriages within the Arnthny family. Or Arnthna family, I guess, technically. Alright, let's see, a lucky 28% win here. That would be pretty cool if we could get that. Oh, we did get that. Well, I'll be. Good golly. Alright, what do we got here? 20th and 16th. They can't actually do much, can they? Let's just ignore them. They can't... Yeah, they can't get past this fort. So let's just leave them. They can be reabsorbed into the manpower pool of the province. Let's head on over to Amorosa and get this wrapped up. Yeah, they're going to wander off. No other wars here. These guys should really defensive league up against me. That's kind of their only hope now, but they're not going to do it. I don't think they are that wily. Alright, fortress under siege. Nice. Get that going. Pomegranate harvest surplus. My king, incredible news from our fields. The pomegranate harvest is significantly exceeding expectations. With the surplus, we are sure to make a tidy profit, should we not use the fruits ourselves. I mean, 5 years of loyalty +2 and noble happiness +6 is pretty good. Better than 23 gold. Although this would ensure I can get the holy site when I have enough PI, but I'll actually get to about the right amount from gain anyways. We will eat it all. Pomegranates for everyone. Yes. Love to see it. Alright. About 1.5 years for our techs. We should be just about at the manpower max capacity for that, which will be great. Tarsa is sailing around with their navy. Interesting. Ugarit conquered this? What? Okay, well, they're about to lose it to Tarsa. Maybe Tarsa will beat me to fighting Ugarit. That'd be something. We're at 4 in the world. As long as we're in, like, the top... What is this? Top 15? Top 10. I will be impressed still. Alright, let's go up to speed 3 while the siege is progressing. Alright, supply shortage. Nice. Almost there. 2 months away. Supply shortage. Good. Could have been water shortage, but I'll take a supply shortage over a disease outbreak or something similar. Trade route in the capital, probably from population. What can we get? We can get a little bit more now, actually. We can definitely get a little bit more. Ooh, I could actually grab cedar, but not urgently needed. Let's see. What do I want here exactly? I guess 1 copy of olives would get me 8% slave happiness. It's not urgently necessary, but it may as well grab that. Yeah. Trade with Acre. Embrace piracy. Yep, keep it going. A loyal subject. Raku is loyal. This is my daughter, so I sure hope she's loyal. I will take the stability. We're going to go into negative trend, but that is fine. All right. Okay. Over in Rialanza. Oh, hold on. Just kidding. 1 more month. Then we will grab the holy site in Rialanza. Breach over here. That's really good. I will actually continue to slow siege because I want to go to war with Papa right afterwards. But that is still excellent news. Seeking a patron, Mamurke approaches us in obeisance, asking for our formal patronage. Such a request carries few practical duties, but would increase the standing of Mamurke among his peers. Such a benevolent action may also integrate us with the Alasian elite. 1 extra finesse wouldn't make a huge difference. He is 100 loyalty, though. I guess I'll take some popularity. That's fine. Right, June 1st. Holy site for Ishara up here. I think that is the way to go. National Freeman happiness and pop assimilation speed. Now let's just quickly... I can't check right now. I'm pretty sure Ishara is the best option, and even if I were to switch them out, I can still have the holy site. But yeah, I think this is a pretty strong fertility god, to be honest, of all the options. Let's do it for Ishara up in Rialanza. Alright, very nice. Now, should I move any of these to another location? I don't think so. Yeah, I think this is fine, actually, for now. Alright. Defender's Dessert. Very good. Marriage. Arnth, Espus, and Thana Aitoleni have married. Nice. And then next month we should get another, there it is, building slot. 35%. Alright, let's see, a 35% win. So I can close this out this episode, but if not, it'll start the next episode. Okay, this will have to wait for the next episode, but thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.